9,000 years ago, a village founded on the Mediterranean coast was slowly submerged by rising waters. Today, this settlement, known as Atlit Yam, lies hidden about 10 meters beneath the sea. With its stone houses, wells, tombs, and the traces it left behind, it reveals the lives of one of humanity's earliest communities. This discovery helps us understand the complex world of the Neolithic period while also shedding light on the truth behind flood myths. In 1984, during a routine dive off the coast of Israel, marine archaeologist Ehud Galili encountered a site beyond ordinary stones. The stones weren't scattered randomly. They were arranged in a specific order, as if they were the remains of a wall. This initial observation led to the uncovering of a great secret that had been hidden at the bottom of the sea for 9,000 years. The remains that were uncovered belong to one of the best preserved sunken villages in history. Atlit Yam covers a massive area of approximately 60,000 square meters. The layout of the houses, the traces of roads, and the distance between the structures show that these people had a planned village. The findings prove that the inhabitants not only built shelters, but also established a social order. Archaeologists found stone houses, enclosures for animals, and altars believed to be used for religious ceremonies. These people were farmers. They domesticated animals, and they went out to sea to fish. This diversity in their daily life proves that they lived here continuously throughout the year. Additionally, the bones and plant remains that were found show that their diet consisted of grains, legumes, domesticated animal meat, and seafood. One of the most remarkable structures in the village was a 10.5-meter deep well surrounded by stones. This well not only provided fresh water to the settlement, but also held the traces of the past. At the bottom of the well, hundreds of broken stones, animal bones, and plant remains were found. These clearly show how intense, organized, and clever daily life was. The fact that the well was eventually filled with seawater provides concrete evidence about the process by which the village was abandoned. However, the most poignant findings were uncovered in the graves. 15 human skeletons were found in the village, all buried in individual tombs. The bones bore the marks of malnutrition and difficult living conditions. Traces of tuberculosis were found in some, indicating that diseases were a significant problem for this community. These graves, which show that even death was met with a regular and meaningful ritual, offer us powerful testimony about their lives. The people who lived in Atlit Yam had families just like us. They raised their children, drew water from the well, worked in the fields, and went out to sea. Perhaps a father spent his days fishing while a mother arranged a small area with stones around her home. A young person might have tended to the animals, while another helped with farm work. These silent traces of their daily lives form an invisible bond between the past and the present. This village was eventually abandoned. However, this abandonment wasn't due to a sudden disaster, but a slow change. The melting glaciers from the last ice age caused the sea level to rise millimeter by millimeter over thousands of years. As the waters reached their homes, the people were forced to retreat step by step. They left behind their homes, their memories, and the graves of their ancestors in search of new places. The entire village was slowly but surely lost in the depths of the sea. Today, Atlit Yam stands at the bottom of the Mediterranean as a silent memory of humanity. This settlement reminds us that the flood wasn't a sudden cataclysmic event, but a slow-moving change. It also shows us how fragile we are in the face of nature. Every stone, every bone, every trace whispers a lesson to us from the past. Atlit Yam is not just a sunken village, but an enduring monument that tells the story of humanity's helplessness and adaptability in the face of change. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join us on our new discoveries. See you in the next video.